Wow, what can I say? This is a super honor. My family is thrilled to be here. I wish my father could be here to tell you what it means to him. I think I can speak for him and tell you what he would say. He would tell you how honored he was to be recognized by his peers. He would tell you that he was humbled to be counted as a group of super Cardinal heroes like we have here. He would tell you the previous inductees were a great class, and he would be especially pleased to be included in the class of 2018 with Ray and Vince. He would tell you how much he appreciated his time, the Cardinal organization, how much he enjoyed his playing in St. Louis. He would tell you it was one of his life's greatest experiences because it gave him the opportunity to play baseball at the highest level, a game that he absolutely loved. And because of this, part of the team that he played with the Cardinals, he developed friendships and bonds with those players that lasted his entire lifetime. He would downplay his individual accomplishments and skills. He would tell you he's just doing his job. Over 40 years ago, when my wife and I were dating in college, she went home on a break, and she was telling her uncle, who is a super baseball fan, that she was dating this boy, and he asked, "What's his father's name?" And she said, "Harry." And he goes, "Harry the cat?" And my wife says, "I don't really know." And she comes back later and asks my father, she said, "Why didn't you tell me you were a famous pitcher?" He just calmly said, my job. It's just my job." He would thank many people who helped him in his career, but I tell you what, I think he would have thanked his wife Vera the most. When Harry played, there was no great data bank of statistics on players. There were no films to watch. There was no slow motion stop action to gauge a pitcher's hitting style. There were no fancy algorithms to predict the probabilities. But he had Vera. She would be in the stands, and she would score his games. After the games, they would discuss them, work out the problems, figure out what worked, what didn't work, and he made his own list of how to play those batters in the future. Vera was by his side the whole time, and I think they had a great marriage, and I'm sure Harry would tell you that Vera was part of Team Harry their entire married life. This is for me. This is what Harry would not tell you. He would not tell you that he was a great pitcher with great control, had a wicked screwball, and was rated one of the best. He would not tell you that he was cool under pressure. He would not tell you that he came on strong in the second half of the 46 season, improved in 47, and as mentioned earlier, he led in 48. He would not take much credit for his performance in the 46 World Series, and that's probably for what he's most well known. This is my chance to tell you a little about that. The year's 1946. Baseball is king in America. Millions of radios are tuned to the games all across the nation. The Cardinals had a tough-fought season in 46. They take the National League pennant after a 3-game playoff. St. Louis is poised to play a strong Boston team who dominated the American League. They come to St. Louis for Game 1. Boston takes it. They were heavily favored to win, and it looks like that might happen. Game 2, Harry comes to the mound. With a complete game and a shutout, series is tied. Win 1 for Harry. Okay, go back to Boston. Boston takes Game 3. The Cardinals rally and take a big Game 4. Boston comes back and takes Game 5. Now they're headed back to St. Louis. Crucial, must-win Game 6. Harry's on the mound. He gives up 1 run, but the Cardinals win 4-1. Game 2 for Harry. Now we're going to the 7th game. This one's remembered mostly in history here. It was an exciting game. However, the Cardinals get in a little trouble in the 8th inning. And Eddie Dyer, the manager, makes a pretty gutsy call. He calls Harry in at the 8th inning for relief. He's tired. He has a sore arm. But this is on the line now. He comes in with Boston runners on second and third. No outs. He starts off, strikes out the first batter. He gets the second batter to line out Enos Slaughter. Unfortunately, Dom DiMaggio lands one off the left center, scoring 2 runs, tying the game. Harry gets the last out with a pop-up from Ted Williams. Cardinal 8th. Enos Slaughter starts the inning with a single. And you know the story. The statue's out in front of the stadium. Cardinals are at bat. Enos is on first. Dyer calls for a hit and run. Eddie Walker hits one to left center. Enos takes off. Should have been an easy triple, or easy third base run. But he didn't stop because Enos had a job to do. He rounded third and went home. Cardinals up 4-3. They're out of the inning. Now, Boston 9th. Harry excites the crowd a little bit by giving up 2 singles. No outs. Like you, they would be a little worried. He next causes a force out. Runners are now on first and third. Gets the next batter on a foul out. And Harry got the last batter to hit a grounder to Shane Deese. Flips it to Marty Marion and the Cardinals. Winners, 6th World Series. Isn't it? Yeah. Win number 3 for Harry. And you saw the graphic on here with the video a while ago. The fans, crowd, and the crowd just roaring in the stadium, and the players, pandemonium, running out on the field in the excitement. They carry Harry off the field. During that season, in that series, there were a lot of great Cardinal heroes, but it was Harry that they carried off, the most valuable player. And so, Harry, you have a great legacy with the Cardinals. You're part of that Cardinal legacy, the Cardinal nation, and that belongs to you fans. So, Harry, you're part of that, and congratulations. You're about to be inducted into the Cardinal Hall of Fame. Congratulations to you, Vince, and congratulations to you, Ray, because you all will stand beside the other Cardinal greats. Thank you.